Hello students, today's my topic of the lecture is operational amplifiers. So operational means it performs some mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, integration, differentiation, and perform this after performing this operation variations, and output is generated in terms of amplifying form. So it is called the operational amplifier. These are basically, when we classify it, then it is basically the two types: general purpose op amps and special purpose op amps. So in general purpose op amps, basically it performs some special applications like addition, subtraction, multiplication, performing normal types of applications. So it is called the general purpose op amps. For it we have used the 741 op amp and 351 op amp. And second one is special purpose op amps, means it is specifically designed or developed for a specific task with special applications. So in this case we have used LM380. For this we have used the audio frequency applications, we have used the order power applications, we have used the special purpose op amps, that is LM380. So it is the basic symbolic diagram of the op amp, where we use the high input impedance to input terminals, that is denoted by negative and positive sign as the inverting terminal or non-inverting terminal, and one output terminal, that is basically we have generated in terms of voltage and currents. So basically we have used the high input impedance terminals, negative sign denotes the inverting terminal and positive sign denotes the non-inverting terminal, and output terminal is also here. So it is the T-terminal device. And again we have used two also supplies there, plus VCC supply, positive supply voltage, and negative minus VE supply voltage. So it is a symbolic diagram of the op amp. So when we use the inverting terminal and output generated when other non-inverting terminal is grounded, then the output generated, it is basically the out of phase with the input signal, means 180-degree phase of the input signal. So it is called the out of phase with the input signal. So it is called the inverting amplifier, means it is inverted the input terminal signal towards output terminal signal, it is generated the out of phase, means phase is opposite towards the input. When we use the non-inverting mode, in this case we have used the input signal to non-inverting mode and other inverting terminal is grounded, and when you generated the output, that is same phase with the input signal. So it is called the non-inverting mode output. So when we use the basic structure of op amp, then it is made of some different input stages. So in this case I have seen that diagram. The first stage, that is called the input stage, that is basically the dual input balanced output differential amplifier. Here we use a two input, inverting, non-inverting input, and two output are generated because it is the balanced output. Second stage, that is called the intermediate stage, that is basically the 12 input unbalanced output differential amplifier. We have used the dual input but single ended output. So we use the dual input and single ended output in form of intermediate stage. Third one is our emitter follower stage using the constant current core supply, that is called the level shifting stage. And the last one, that is the push pull amplifying stage. So that is the basic structure of the general op amp. So when we use it and specifying a particular each block, then the first stage that is our dual input balanced output differential amplifier stage, that is called the input stage. So in this case we use high input impedance and low output impedance of this, because it is generated the high voltage gain, because the high input impedance generated to avoid the loading effect at the source terminal, and we will use the generated the low output impedance. So in this case we have used also a current mirror circuit with this as a constant current supply with this dual input balanced output differential amplifier to generate the high voltage swing at the output of the S stage. Next is one dual input unbalanced output, means single ended output. So here we will use due to this effect we have used the dual input balanced output, not dual input single ended output in the intermediate stage. So basically it is used to supporting with the manner of the input stage, because input stage via which we have not generated the high voltage swing in the output, means we use doesn't generated the high voltage gain at the amplifier. So we'll use this intermediate stage, that is the combination of multi-stage amplifier stages by which we have generated the large voltage amplification gain in the output. Third one is when we use the, that is level shifting state. That is basically we use the in terms of level shifting, that is the emitter follower circuit. That's it, that is called the buffer, because it is high input impedance and low output impedance. So in this case level shifting means basically we will use this stage because the intermediate stage and the input stage are basically the directly coupled. So when this directly coupled, so the output of the intermediate stage, that is basically basically a DC level generated, which is basically a higher level. So we want to use or decrease this DC level towards the zero voltage with respect to ground. So we will introduce this stage by which we have use to down this output DC voltage level towards zero voltage with respect to ground potential, because when this voltage is generated, DC voltage generated, that is saturates the transistor. So in this case the output is distorted with due to the saturation of this coil. So we will use the buffer circuit in terms of high input impedance and low output impedance. We will use this level shifting stage, which is shifted the level towards the zero of the output DC voltage. So next one is our basically the push pull complementary stage, push pull amplifier stage. It means complementary means the two transistors are used there, which is used in basically the complementary mode, means one is NPN mode and one is PNP mode. So due to this stage we have used generally due to this stage we have basically requirement of an output stage, that are basically the low output impedance, large AC output voltage swing and high current sourcing and sinking capabilities. So via which we have used the generally high voltage swing in the output to use this complementary push pull amplifying stage. So these are the four stages where we have performed a structure of this, and it is the total diagram of this stage. We have used the total all stages are combined, so it is look like this type of circuit. And this is the practical circuit of op-amp, where we use the inverting terminal at minus stage and inverting non-inverting terminal, and between that VID, that is the input differential voltage V1 minus V2, and the output resistance R0 and the voltage gain, and that is A into VID. So V0 is equal to A into VID. It is generated where voltage gain is the difference of the output voltage upon input voltage. So basically we have defined the total voltage gain, that is the output voltage divided by the input voltage, where input voltage is the difference of the input V1 and V2. We have provided the inputting and non-inputting terminals. Thank you.